Good evening, viewers. Good evening, friends, for joining us again. Today, we have Dr. Ganesh joining us. So, let me just add Dr. Ganesh. Welcome, Dr. Ganesh.
Hello, Minaji. Namaste.
Always nice to see you, Dr. Ganesh. And
Hmm.
hope you had a lovely week.
It was a little bit bad because of my workload, but yeah, it's fine. And since it is raining in Pune for last
Yeah.
1 month,
Mm,
so having some throat infection and my voice is also not that good.
understood. Yeah.
Okay, but yeah,
Yeah.
thank
So,
you for
Dr.
calling me on
Ganesh,
the issue.
yeah, thank you so much. So, Dr. Ganesh, we wanted to discuss, what's happening behind the Manipur violence,
Hmm.
and is this a sort of a test, for Modi ji, to because there are so many forces acting against him. And for the viewers, let me just tell you a little bit about what happened. See, at least 150 people have been killed in the clashes between the Maitai and Kuki ethnic groups that engulfed India's northeastern state of Manipur on the border with Myanmar. The violence broke out in Churachandpur, a town just south of the state capital, Imphal, on May 3rd following a Kuki-led tribal solidarity march in 10 of the state's 16 districts. As the Maitai organized counter-protests and blockades, clashes spread across Manipur. Women were part of some of the mobs. In some cases, they blocked the soldiers trying to intervene in order to shield Maitai men conducting attacks. Thousands have been injured and more than 60,000 displaced in the violence. More than 12,000 have fled to the neighboring Mizoram state. Hundreds of houses, places of worship, and vehicles have been vandalized, thousands of weapons stolen from the government armories, and arson and other attacks continue unabated. Numerous serious cases of sexual violence by Maitai men, militias, and militants against Kuki women have also been reported, and all available evidence points to the widespread use of sexual violence as part of the ethnic conflict. Now, here, friends, we've been watching all this with sadness because to think that it's even happening in India itself is sad. But we also know that a lot of mischief by way of politics happens when you want to, disturb a country that is growing very fast. India is zooming ahead in the world scenario. It is, gaining a lot of importance. And one way to sort of dismantle it is only by creating chaos. So let us hear Dr. Ganesh's point of view and what he thinks of the whole, episode.
Uh, Thank you, Minaji, for calling me on your show. Actually, this is a very serious point, and it is not a question of only the Manipur, but there are global aspects involved, especially if you see the geographical area of Manipur. Okay? So it comes under, you can say, the northeast of India, right?
Yes.
And you must have heard about the chicken neck concept of India,
Mhm.
राइट सो मुझे एग्जैक्टली उसका नाम याद नहीं आ रहा है आई थिंक सिलगुरी सिलगुरी ऐसा कुछ तो नाम है जो एकदम ऐसा 20 किलोमीटर का अप्रोक्सीमेटली 20 किलोमीटर का पैच है विच आइसोलेट्स नॉर्थ ईस्ट ऑफ इंडिया फ्रॉम ओवरऑल इंडिया ओके तो अभी सेकेंड पार्ट क्या है कि दैट इज अ वेरी सेंसिटिव एरिया एंड टू अटैक मिलिटरीली okay it is very simple for our enemies, especially the China. Now, if you see the Manipur and above that, you will find a Nagaland. Actually, previously they were same almost. Now, in 56, I think it was merged with India, and then it became Manipur, and 72 it was Union territory, and then converted into a state. Okay, that is a some history. And the original people who were staying in Manipur were Maithili, one you can say the one type, kind of a tribes are staying there. So abhi, it is a multi-dimensional problem. Okay, since 1947. Previously उनका कुछ तो राजा था एक बोध चंद्र नाम का ऐसा कोई तो राजा था तो he merged into the India I think in 47 and then 56 it become union territory and then it become a part of India. Now that cannot be that was not digested by the China. So what China is doing Okay, I'm just giving the brief history,
Yeah.
so you'll get an overall idea. Because this riots is a 1% part of it.
Yes.
It is not a 99%. It is a 1% part of it, and that is a game played by external entities. Okay, so here what is that's why we should understand what is the history behind it. Okay. So Abhi, if you see the Manipur, okay, is a sharing border through Nagaland with China, and the maximum that is one patch of it. So there is a Chinese invasion, जिस लोगों को नाम दिया है नगा tribe kind of. Okay, and even ये जो कुकी है, okay, it is a hybrid of Chinese and you can say the Muslims coming from Myanmar, because Manipur
Rohingyas.
shares a very huge border with Myanmar. प्रीवियसली उसको बर्मा नाम देते थे. Okay, जो वर्ल्ड वॉर 2 में उसको बर्मा बोलते थे, वेयर सुभाष चंद्र बोस आल्सो फॉट फॉर फ्रीडम ऑफ आवर कंट्री. ओके, तो उसमें ब्रिटिश भी इन्वॉल्व है, उसमें चाइना भी इन्वॉल्व है, एंड बेसिकली सी ब्रिटिशर्स आर नॉट हैप्पी विथ अस, पाकिस्तानीज आर नॉट हैप्पी विथ अस, Chinese are not happy with us. So they are looking always for some opportunity to disturb the overall growth and the peace of India. That is a fundamental reason. Okay, ये fundamental punchline है. Okay, अभी इसमें मैंने 2-3 आपने भी सुना होगा कि there was a news that Kuki people, Kuki tribe people, they were carrying weapons, military weapons, machine guns and all this. I don't understand how did they got this, how did they get manage to get these weapons. So obviously it is not possible unless and until foreign entities are involved, especially then you can take only one thing, that is a China. Otherwise
So
nobody is involved.
it's very clear that hidden agendas are there.
Exactly. And now the new problem, if you now the overall strategy, if you see, we for any nation, the first point means I'll put it in a systematic manner. The first point is a heritage. Okay, heritage means जो आपका पूरा history है. We are having lakhs of years of history. Means we talk about Treta Yuga, then Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga. So we are having lakhs of years of history, and entire world is getting the proofs of that. Okay, we don't want to get into that, but that is a heritage. So which gives you the education, which gives the culture, which gives you the your Sanskriti, correct? And based on that you live your life. Okay, the second part is heritage is connected to your nature. India is the only country having proper seasons. Means we are having monsoon, we are having summer, we are having winter, correct? And that offers the advantage of various crops in our country. And technically, we are a self-sustainable country. Means we don't need any help as far as the survival is concerned. I'm not see we need gas, petrol, and all this stuff. That is a different story. But you can survive without gas or petrol, but you cannot survive without food, right? So we are having ample of food because of the nature's gift. We are having a protection from the south part because it is covered by the our you can say Hindi Mahasagar, right? Only north is not protected, and especially if you see the very sensitive area or very weak area of India is a Siliguri point, that is a which is called chicken neck of India, which is very easily, or it is like a highly vulnerable. It is highly vulnerable, and it is very close to China because it is close to Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal, if you see the Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, and Manipur. So Nagaland, they can enter Chinese, you can say घुसपैठिए जो बोलते हैं, okay, वो Nagaland and through इसमें से मणिपुर से आते हैं, और उनका if you see the उनके facets, they are matching, right? So it is very difficult to isolate them from the original Methi community or tribe. Okay, कभी-कभी मुझे वर्ड्स यूज करना कभी-कभी डर लगता है.
नहीं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. हाँ, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, आप बात कीजिए, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं.
हाँ, ठीक. हाँ, तो the original tribe is a Maithili tribe, which is considered to be Hindu, and I think all of you know this. They are having only 10% of area, geographical area of entire Manipur, and rest of the land is occupied by a Kuki, who are actually the outsiders. Okay, who are
So
actually
you're
so.
talking about Rohingyas also.
Yes, they are all hybrid, man. They are all coming from China and Myanmar, or China might be helping them through enter through that passage, because see,
But why
Pakistani can
can't we
enter from
stop them?
anywhere.
We can't
Huh?
stop them. We can't stop them from entering.
See, Meenaji, you need you can say there are two aspects. The first one is the current government, and second one is a previous government. Previous government was helping them to enter, just like
Yeah,
you will see the Bengal.
mm,
Okay, or everybody is free to enter and get your ration card,
yeah,
Aadhaar card, everything, because there is an ecosystem already in
mm,
place.
mm,
Now, this government is working against it. Now, see, going flow, going the against the flow. Okay, it takes time,
mm,
because the ecosystem is already established. You
mm.
see the Supreme Court, some decisions, people are not happy. Supreme Court is poking their nose in any matter nowadays. Okay, so that is a different topic. We can discuss that
Mm,
later on. Okay,
mm,
but the thing is, जो कश्मीर फाइल में एक फेमस डायलॉग था ना कि सरकार तुम्हारी है, सिस्टम हमारा है. Okay,
mm,
तो
yeah,
complete system is established. Now this
mm,
system is established for last 40-50 years.
yes.
Okay, and people are
Mm,
coming, entering, and see, just one has to ask the question ki how the localites who are the owner of that land. Okay, means हम लोग बोलते हैं ना कि तमिल people are owner of तमिलनाडु, Maharashtrian people एक ऐसा नहीं है कि they are exactly owner, but वो उनका रहने का एरिया है,
original. Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's why it gets name, correct. तो
Mm, mm,
मराठी लोग है, हम लोग बोलते हैं कि हम महाराष्ट्र हैं, तो महाराष्ट्र हमारा लैंड है, ऐसे
mm,
बोल एक
mm,
ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई ना आए उधर. तो वैसे that land belongs to मैती ट्राइब. ओके, बट उनके लिए 10% जगह है, और बाकी के लोगों ने 90% ऑक्यूपाई की है, एंड दैट इज बेस्ड ऑन द पावर. They use a power, and they use all types of power. They use a political power, they are using weapons. Okay, and then uh, slowly one fine day will find that entire land will get occupied by these cookie people.
so behind this also, Congress is the culprit.
Exactly, because they were ruling this country for last 40-50 years, right? So abhi, we have to understand the problem, and then what could be possible solution for these problems. Okay, and next question is how much time it will take, because the entire world is looking at the India, and we are growing in a multiple direction.
Yeah.
We are growing economically, but we are growing in chaotic manner as well, because a lot of people are creating chaos, and the answer is very simple. They want to create this chaos so that they can stop this economical growth, and that is the biggest benefit for a couple of Western countries as well as China. Okay, so and that is all. George Soros and so many other Greta Thunberg and Toolkit and every
All are involved.
every means it is a I means it is a open open truth is there. Okay, everybody is aware about it. But अभी प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि लोगों को जब पैसा मिलता है आसानी से, okay, say bottom level what is happening, people are fighting there. Okay, Cookie and Maithili, obviously, see, you'll do when it comes to your neck, you'll start doing anything. You'll take a weapon and you'll start killing the people, correct. तो एक threshold cross होने के बाद, then you'll start doing wrong things as well. Okay, and you have to do it, otherwise you cannot survive. You can, people will kill you. Okay, तो अभी मीडिया का भी एक another role है इसमें. That's why I said it is a multi-dimensional problem. So here foreign entities are involved, people are involved. Okay, our own people are Jaichans are also involved. Okay, then media is also involved. So media will do the all propaganda business, and then these opportunities are given to the foreign entities. So this is the overall picture. But the punchline is, and then now the new facets are coming. We are going back to our heritage. People now started realizing this is our original heritage. Okay, and a lot of people are playing role. For example, say Bageshwar Dham is there, or now I think he was there in London. I think a couple of days back. I think he's there in London somewhere. I don't have much update, but huge amount means London was blocked. London was blocked. Now these people are playing a huge role bringing back our heritage. Now, if you give the government, I think Supreme Court was trying to give the SC/ST rights to Maithili tribe, correct? so that they can buy the land. Or I did not understand. People are in India, if it is a secular country, so called, I don't consider it secular. I consider it as a Hindu Rashtra. That's it. It is the end for me. Okay, I don't want to debate on this secular and all that. I don't care. It is a Hindu Rashtra because we already gifted two countries, no, on this planet. Nobody has given two countries. Chop the
Mm.
country and give it to the other community, and then on the top of that, then again staying here, and
Mm.
then again reclaiming
Making
this is
problem.
ours, that is ours. Huh? So this is too much, crossing all the limits. Okay, so I means. I will request my audience or people, or I want to convey this message. This is too much now. It is crossing all the limits. So government should take very strict actions. See, for telling all this stuff on the channel, maybe it is simple for me, okay, but the people who are actually working on the field, like army, police, government authorities, raw, so many agencies are there. They are facing different problem because we are having a one border as a Pakistan border. Okay, that is our northwest. Second border is our northeast, which is China, complete. And total border, I'm not sure, but it is more than 6,000 or 7,000 kilometers. Okay, total border. Okay. Now, how many people you can deploy? It's
Mm.
very difficult. Again, once you cover a entire territory, okay, for example, border territory, for example, Nepal. At Nepal border, you'll find a lot of mosques are constructed.
Mm.
Okay, lot of training schools are constructed. How many people are required? How much manpower is required, and what army can do? So obviously there is a one solution, which is a very very difficult solution. Okay, you just attack and destroy everything.
Mm.
Now it is very simple to talk all this stuff for me. Okay, but for government it is a very sensitive issue.
Mm.
But at one point of time, if you want to save your country, you have to take this action. How, I don't know, because I'm not an expert in that person. I'm an engineer. Okay, but uh, sometimes you have to take very hard decisions. Okay, otherwise what will happen? It is because I am roaming around, and I can see what is happening here across the country, not only in Manipur, but across the country. Everywhere
Here,
you
yeah,
will find the
here I will make
pockets.
us, yeah. I'll just make a small interruption here,
Yeah.
Dr. Ganesh, just to tell you one observation. Okay, many years back, about 3 or 4, maybe even 5, 6 years back, I was coming traveling from Dubai to Kerala. Okay,
Mhm.
so I came via India, so I could take my mother along with me. Okay, so from Bangalore to Kerala, when we
Mhm.
got on the plane, you know, there were many people who were not looking like Indians. Okay, so they are Rohingyas. Hmm?
Right,
And they are being taken like, how a guide takes people, you know a guide takes the
right,
people to guide them, and
right,
this man was sitting next to me, and he had all these people along with him. Then he was telling them, what food they can eat, what they can do, how they can get into the state and become one like that. And I was saying, here I am sitting there and I'm noticing all this. And where are our security? They're coming in our flights. Nothing is being checked. And, see, I was shocked. And I had written about it. But, people are just coming in without any, problem. And this made me so shocked. Kerala is today infested with Bangladeshis and Rohingyas.
have you seen a video 2 3 days back that in Kerala, okay,
Yeah, they're stoning
that
houses. Huh.
march was going on, and they were shouting कि
Hmm,
हिंदुओं को जला दो,
hmm,
यहाँ से हिंदू घर छोड़ के जाए. Okay,
hmm,
वो एक वीडियो मैंने देखा था. I felt, means what is going on here?
hmm,
Means why government is not taking any action? I don't know. Means they might be doing something, but
hmm.
these people are
See,
doing it openly now.
another thing, Dr. Ganesh, what I've noticed, okay, is that when these opposition people they want to create chaos in the country. What they do is, they pick the weakest link. Okay, they pick up young innocent women, you know, and use sexual assault against them to make people around the world shocked. Okay, see,
Right,
we have seen this in UP, we have seen this everywhere. Wherever they wanted power, they have used this tactic. They have used innocent young girls, whether they are sisters, they are gang raped, they are hung on trees, It has happened so many times. This is the same thing that is happening in Manipur. And what we saw in way of videos where a young girl was being dragged by crowds in a nude state was shocking. Okay, can you just tell us more about that?
Means I don't know about that incident, but
Yeah,
whatever you have explained, okay.
yeah.
First thing I don't understand, the people who are watching this, are they really human? Okay, people who are doing it, they are really monster. Okay,
Mm,
forget about them. But the people who are watching, they don't have a guts
mm.
to stop this. At least in front of me, if this will happen, I'm ready to die. But I will kill at least two, three people.
See
I will
here,
kill. Means I
Dr.
openly am
Ganesh,
telling.
no, let me ask you a question here. See, we have different ministers to take care of different departments, right? Okay. Now, if your job is to take care of Rafale flights, okay, or your whatever you are doing for Rafale, that is your job. You better do it, right? Okay. If
Right,
my job is to educate some youth, that is my job. I have to educate. What is the
right.
Ministry of Women and Child doing in this case? There have been deaths of women everywhere, whether it is instigated by whoever, by the opposition or whatever. You can't blame Rajasthan and you can't blame somebody else. You have to take
Right.
everybody into this thing and say that, see, any atrocity against any woman, we will take care of it and we will make sure that we are the same. Why are we putting why are politicians, putting the blame here and there? You're seeing two young sisters, being taken nude, and they are being groped in front of public, and they're being taken into the fields to be gang raped, and you're watching this, and then you're sitting in a Rajya Sabha or wherever, and you're shouting and arguing over it. Instead of doing that, immediately pass a rule saying that whoever has done this, public execution has to happen. This is how it should be done. But then what is the problem? We have a problem with judiciary also. We have a problem there also. Everywhere we have problems, you know.
That's why in the beginning I said कि सरकार तुम्हारी है, system हमारा है.
Ah,
Or and that system is entered into the government as well. You cannot say this government is 100% pure or 100% foolproof. No. Okay, so there are porous areas, okay, where these entities are protruding. And overall nature, see, the fundamental problem is, okay, हम लोगों के, मैं वापस उसके ऊपर जाऊंगा, एक शॉर्ट में करूं. अपना हेरिटेज रहता है, हेरिटेज के बाद नेचर रहता है. नेचर विल डिसाइड क्रॉप्स एंड योर इकोनॉमिक्स. ओके, then third one is your we now this is that will decide your economics. Okay, that is the growth of your country. Now it needs security system, that is army, air force, and blah blah blah. And in order to manage this entire system, we elect the people. Correct. That is the overall system, the way it works. Now the responsibility of these people is to take care of the country. Okay, as you said. Okay, and they are not doing their job. They are not doing their job, and that is happening for last so many years. Now here, uh, uh, why these people are, these are only 515 people, okay, in Lok Sabha, and in every states maybe 200, 300 people. Some states are small, there may be around 60, 70 or 100 people. So overall, how many people? 36 into 100 average, if I'll consider, okay, 36 into 3,600, and Lok Sabha around 500. So around 4,000 politicians approximately. Okay, 4,000 politicians are destroying 1.5 billion people. Okay, so that is very means it sounds very joking for me, because nobody raises voice. Now whenever I see what I am, people will say, the WTF, what are you doing? I'm doing so many things. Even if I am traveling, whenever I'm traveling for my lectures and all this stuff, if somebody is breaking the rule, I shout out, because it is not for I enjoy shouting at the people. It is I'm making other people aware. Whenever I'm shouting, I'm raising my voice. Okay, this thing should not happen. People are honking. In our country, discipline is a problem, and discipline in all cases, including our politicians. See, you have to ask only one question to politician: how do you got the thousands of crores in your account? It will expose everything. See, because they are busy in doing that business only. Shameless people. Shameless. दिस इज ओनली, अभी मैं चैनल पे इसलिए शेमलेस यूज कर रहा हूँ, मैं तो और बहुत सारे गंदे वर्ड्स भी यूज कर सकता हूँ, और मुझे कोई डर नहीं है। अभी आप बोलेंगे, आप या आपके, आप नहीं बोलेंगे बिकॉज यू नो मी वेरी वेल, बट आपके ऑडियंस बोलेगी अरे ये तो स्पिरिचुअलिटी की बात कर रहा है और अभी ये गाली की बात कर रहा है। अरे भाई, वन फाइंड, गाली का लाइसेंस सिर्फ गंदे लोगों को ही दिया है, हम लोगों को नहीं दिया, ऐसा नहीं है भाई।
Here,
Nowadays
Dr.
I cannot use a gun, correct, because it is it is not
without
allowed by
bullets.
government.
Yeah, we have the gun, but we don't have bullets. Yeah.
Yeah, तो मैं गाली दूंगा, और क्या कर सकता हूं मैं, लेकिन
Here,
it is
Dr.
not a question
Ganesh.
of गाली, it is a question of
Yeah,
raising voice.
yeah. Dr. Ganesh, Nina is saying very aptly. She's saying,
Uh,
why the poor women are the targets? Shame on our politicians. They're out of their senses. They're sadists who have not raised their voices. Now, see, here I want to explain something, Nina, to you and to the other viewers. Okay. Now, had the same thing happened in UP, what Yogi ji would have done, we can only predict. Okay. He would have, the next day, made sure that the punishment was meted out. Okay. We need people like that. Right. We need people with guts. We do not want these diplomatic people, who are always laughing and smiling and shaking hands. No. If women in our country are being exposed to so much of violence for nothing of their doing, you as a leader, you should protect. If your minister cannot protect, you go there and protect. That is how the country should be run. This is what Yogi ji is doing. Yogi ji is not scared of any opinion.
Right.
Like you said, Dr. Ganesh, you are not bothered. He's not bothered.
Right. Absolutely right. But see, how many people you have and how many years they will survive. That is again a question. No? He is there for 5 years. But there are a lot of other people are sitting there who wants to remove him. There are so many people who are uniting all I will say all all this I don't get the proper word. I cannot use other words. But you can say all these junk people, okay, or I'll say jackass. Okay, they are coming together, okay, and trying to defeat one person without any agenda. Yes. And every time they are failing. They are failing. Now see, these riots happen, looks bad. I'm against of riots. Okay, I don't like riots. But these riots has exposed so many hidden agendas of these previous governments. Okay, absolutely. We should not forget that. Yeah. And there is a one fundamental reason, which I didn't talk about it, is a farming of afim. Okay, drugs. Afim is a big farming in Manipur and Nagaland. Okay, or most of the, you can say the northeast states, which are around 7 to 8 states are there. Okay, and that money is used for all these militants, or you can say terrorists, and it is supported by the China. That is 100% true. Now see, China won't come and play the role directly because they want to maintain their international image as well. So they will use these hidden agendas. Similarly, the way now this Anju is happening, Seema Haider is coming, okay, and we are talking about only one Seema Haider, but I believe there will be thousands of Seema Haider already placed inside our country. Yeah. And that will get exposed probably in next 6 months because elections are coming close, right? So, लेकिन ये सब मोदी जी, I believe on Modi ji, not on BJP. Okay. But one person, how much he can do it? See, your PM has only two responsibilities. One is a domestic responsibility, and second is an international responsibility to run the policies. But execution of policy is also important. Right? One person cannot go every corner of such a big country having 1.5 billion population. It is not possible. Otherwise, he is looking forward to the progress of our country. But if people are started creating troubles, chaos, riots, okay, and one person versus hundreds of people. And since our country is a full, sometimes I feel, I use directly, we are having bunch of idiots. Because whenever I drive on the road, I see all people are honking, breaking the signals, driving in any fashion, no respect for, no courtesy driving. So that itself shows people are frustrated. People are frustrated. People are idiot. Now, another that Neena ji asked one question. Now it is a responsibility. Why poor women are targeted? Because they want money. So you should not you can say have a sympathy for such type of women. See, I was also poor when I was a kid.
No, no,
Okay,
no, no. She
our
no,
family was
she
a poor.
no, no. She did not mean it that way.
No, no,
She
no. I
meant.
understood. I understood her question, but this is my answer. Ki,
Mm,
they are targeting poor woman, which is bad.
mm,
Okay, I understand that. But that woman, I'm not telling Neena ji. I mean, I'm just trying to explain that
yeah.
poor woman should also have your own dignity.
Mm,
Okay, I'm living for my country. That
mm,
kind of the intention has to be there. Otherwise, then everyone else, I will start my prostitution business.
mm,
And there are sophisticated prostitution is already going on. I
mm,
don't want to talk about that. Okay,
mm,
and people are dying there.
mm,
Sometimes people are dying. Why people wants to work in the Bollywood movies?
mm,
Okay, because they want fast money, they want glamour. Okay,
mm.
uh, uh, sometimes Meenaji, I don't agree with some concerns like these Bollywood heroines which are dying. Okay, they know what is happening there. I'm not blaming them. But if you know there is a gutter, and if you are going inside the gutter, okay, you're going to get dirty.
Mm.
One should understand that.
Yeah.
And one should not sell, or one should not, you can say, sell your soul or your, you can say, dignity, integrity, just for the money. See,
Mm,
why do you want money without any efforts, without
mm,
any work? Now,
mm.
being poor, nothing wrong in that. You should put efforts and try to raise yourself. Okay,
Yes.
अभी
Yes.
when see मेरे माँ बाप ने मुझे घर से निकाला तो आई डिडंट हैव एनीथिंग,
Mm,
तो इसलिए
mm,
मैंने क्या चोरी कबाड़ी और स्मगलिंग चालू करना चाहिए था.
mm, mm,
तो अगर मैं नहीं, दैट जस्टिफिकेशन इज नॉट करेक्ट.
mm,
मुझे एक रोटी भी मिलती है, आई एम हैप्पी विद दैट. लेकिन
yeah.
लोगों को क्या है कि हर एक एरिया देखिए आप, जिधर भी
Mm,
ये सब केओस चालू है, लोग एक
mm,
ही ओनली वन रीजन, they want money without efforts, and that is exploited by politicians, that is exploited by everyone.
mm,
Means
mm.
then it can go to the international level. Now
Yeah.
George Soros is pouring money.
Mm,
But if you don't take money, very ideal hypothetical example, if you don't take money, where that money? Nobody,
mm,
George Soros won't able to do anything.
mm.
But what people, we are blaming George Soros, but we are
Mm.
not blaming people who are taking his money.
Inside,
And
yeah,
then they'll
inside
start
India.
false news. Yeah, so we have to see, because when you are fingering one point,
Mm,
your index finger, the four fingers are towards you,
yeah.
right?
So
So
Nina is,
it,
yeah, Nina is saying absolutely
mm,
right. Yogi ji is the right person who can control the
mm,
situation. And
mm,
Maya is saying CM of Manipur has seen to destruction of poppy fields. Since after Afghanistan, poppy from here is taken outside for drug production. And drug lords were totally against this and they have instigated the riots.
exactly. That's why I said it is a afim, the drugs. Afim is the crop. There is a almost 70-80% crops are afim in the northeast area. Okay,
Mm,
and that it is smuggled by China, converted into a money, and then that money is used for the terrorism.
yeah,
So
yeah.
obviously everybody, mafias are also involved, smugglers are involved, everybody is involved. Okay,
Mm, mm,
and if you try to bring the peace, okay, if people will become clever, people will get educated. Okay, then their business will get destroyed, right?
mm, mm.
And that's why this chaos is created.
You
And
mean
then
to say,
at,
you mean to say in Afghanistan they cannot grow poppies?
even Afghanistan as well. See, only the drugs, maybe the names would be different. End of the day, they are drugs. Okay, I consider everything as a drugs only.
Mm.
Okay, only based on the geographical area, the ambient
You know,
conditions, natural conditions. Okay.
as a side point, you'll find it very interesting that there was a small piece of news where some students in Bangalore,
Uh,
they group this cannabis, in the underground shed.
my goodness. uh, uh, it's horrible, Minaj. It's horrible, and means basically I don't get involved into, that, okay, my nature. I don't get involved. But see, for security purpose, I keep the track of this news,
Mm.
because Bharat is my country as well.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
India, no, we don't want India. We want only Bharat. We don't want even Hindustan as
Yeah.
well. We want to get recognition as a Bharat. All the countries on this planet having single name, recognized as a single name. Japan is Japan. Okay. So we are Bharat because it is a name given by King Bharat. Okay.
Mm.
And it has to be Bharat
And
only.
also,
That's
and
it.
also, we should be a Hindu country.
Hindu Rashtra. That's it. Because we already give, see, no country on this planet has chopped their country and given it to the minority, which are
Mm.
not minority.
Mm.
Which are not minority,
Mm.
right? Okay, but still they are enjoying all benefits of the minority.
Mm.
Okay. And these minorities, let them enjoy as well, because that is our culture. But
Mm.
they are not contributing in the growth of country. They are against of everything. Janagana
Mm.
Mana, Bharat Mata. Oh, unke, they want a special laws.
Mm.
And jab exploit karna hai, then they will come to secularism. You see all the debates, idiot debate, these bunch of idiots, and on the channel आज तक या जो भी कोई चैनल है, मैं देखता नहीं उनको, लेकिन पहले मैं देखता था. ये मीन्स घटिया लोग, मीडिया वाला तो घटिया ही रहता है, वो चिल्लाते रहता है खाली फुकट. और इडियट लोग, कभी आपने देखा है इंटेलिजेंट लोगों को डिबेट में लेके आए और उनको, because they will never talk on the fundamental
Yeah.
topic. They will discuss all arbitrary things. Okay, आपको क्या लगा, इसको क्या लगा, और वो जानबूझ के they will create the chaos instead of bringing up with coming out with a solution. Okay, तो उनका एजेंडा ही नहीं, उनका टीआरपी, क्योंकि
No, I'll tell you just a small incident. Okay. Now,
yeah,
how, for example, let us take Republic. Okay. How
yeah,
Republic works. Okay. They will give you a call, Minaji. See, there is a debate. We want you to speak on it. Okay. So they will invite you. And then they will come with the cameraman to your house and then
yeah,
give you the just the mic and everything. And the
yeah,
debate is going on. Okay.
yeah,
Debate is going on. So I'm waiting for Arnab to say, okay, now let Meena say her point of view. Then I say my point of view. It's just few seconds, okay? And then
yeah,
after that, when I want to say something more, now this
mm.
cameraman tells me, ma'am, you don't wait, okay? When people are speaking, you also speak. Then only you will be heard. Then I said,
But
my
that is a
mind
chaos.
was there. Ah, this is a cacophony. Everybody speaking together. How mine is a small voice. How will it be heard in all this, happening? So then I understood that
And
what he said.
one more thing you forgot to tell about
Ah,
Republic, whenever that Arnab Goswami is there. Okay,
mm,
normally out of 1 hour, 50 minutes he himself is talking.
yeah, yeah.
नो नो नो, वो 10 बार नो करते रहेगा और बीच में बोलते. See, he will give only 5 to 10 seconds to this their you can say uh, invitees, right?
Yeah. Ah,
Rest of the time he himself is talking,
mm,
and the question will be so big.
mm,
Normally question should be small and answer should be big, but आजकल मैंने देखा है उल्टा होता है. क्वेश्चन वो
mm,
हाफ एन आवर का पूछेगा. You chop your question, make it small question, and ask it systematically, correct? And give the more time to your
mm.
guest or
Guest.
whatever invite. Yeah, you
Mm,
give more time to your guest, and at the end you should come out with a solution. So
mm,
ये जो Manipur solution, if I'll talk about the solution, because we are having 20 minutes.
yeah.
uh, Now we should desperately use AI techniques, artificial intelligence, okay,
Mm,
where people detection can be used with a different kinds of the sensors. Because I worked in radars. We can use a radars, lidars. Even though there is a terrain issues are there, we can detect the people.
mm,
Okay. Now we are having a drone technology. We are having AI technology. So AI combined with the drones, you can use to secure your border, because we cannot use to secure around 7,000 kilometers of border.
mm,
We cannot use that manpower, because
mm,
how many soldiers we have? 10 lakhs. I think India is having 10 to 12 lakhs something. I don't know the exact number, but it is close to 12 lakhs. Okay,
mm,
we cannot deploy 12 lakhs at the border, right?
mm,
Not possible. So we should use AI techniques. I think government might be working on it. Okay,
mm,
I may not be aware, but
mm,
but to deploy it also, it takes some time.
mm,
And people will start misusing it. But still, at one fine day, we have to start it, and we have to start right now, okay,
Yeah.
and take some serious actions against these people. In fact, whenever somebody is entering illegally, shoot at the border only.
Mm,
We don't, and don't care about what international community is saying.
mm,
Tell me, Minaji, is
mm,
Israel bother about international community?
mm,
Just they go, their
mm,
fighter planes will fly, they will destroy the target, and they will come back. That's it.
mm.
End of the story.
Yeah.
जो कुछ चिल्लाना है चिल्लाते रहो, और लोग कितना
Same
टाइम
thing.
चिल्लाएंगे?
Hey, same thing you take with the Arab countries. Not one person without proper papers can come in.
Right.
Only person,
Yeah.
everything checked, then only they can come in.
Right. ऐसा ही कर, क्योंकि नहीं तो क्या होगा कि people will lose faith on BJP as well. See, BJP now, BJP is no more BJP. Now it is you can say our speaker of our country now, a speaker of our Sanatan Dharma, speaker of our heritage. Okay, BJP is no
Protector.
more people.
Yeah,
अभी
it's
वो
a
उनका
protector.
एजेंडा गया. Okay, अभी everybody awaken, and now they want a full support to protect our country at every level, right from single person, right from kids, small girls, up to our country borders. And whatever
What do you
foreign
think?
entries are coming, so we should have a treason law,
Uh,
Minaji. We should have
uh,
a treason law. If you find anybody in treason, shoot them on the spot. बहुत हो गया, अभी बहुत हो गया. नहीं तो कोई भी जाके पाकिस्तान में, वो मणिशंकर जाके पाकिस्तान में बोलता है मुझे पीएम बनाओ. What is this nonsense? अमेरिका में होता तो शूट कर देते थे उसको.
What do you see the solution for, as in Manipur? If you were the prime minister, what would have been your solution?
It's a difficult question to answer because yes, but first thing, I would have used a military as a PM. I would have straight away, I would have used a military. Second one is at least for some time, okay, 144 लगा के जो क्या बोलते हैं, you cannot bring more than 4 people.
Yeah.
उसके हाँ, तो वो लगा के directly use military. See, मुझे पता नहीं चल रहा है. We use a military against external forces, right? Why not to use military for protecting inside? Because internal enemies are more dangerous than outside enemies.
Yes.
Outside enemies, they are coming in front of, but internal enemies are just like you can say, वो बोलते हैं ना, दीमक लगता है ना, दीमक, कीड़ लगती है ना, तो वैसे that kind of you can say the stuff is there, and day by day it is becoming worse. So unless and until you take the action today, अभी see, लोगों को लॉ का डर नहीं, कोई भी कुछ भी कर रहा है फ्रीडम के नाम पे. फ्रीडम कब तक होती है? सी, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय फ्रीडम? आजकल औरत लोगों को तो, औरत, मीना जी मुझे माफ कर देना बिकॉज यू आर अ लेडी, लेकिन औरत लोगों ने तमाशा करके रखा है फ्रीडम के नाम. अभी मैंने 2-3 ऐड देखे, वो कौन सा है मुझे मालूम नहीं है, कोई तो ऐड, बाप रे बाप, इतना घटिया ऐड है ना इनका. अभी वो बच्चों के साथ, वो लेडीज, वो क्या मेरे ख्याल से चड्डी बनियान पे रहते हैं, एंड दे आर आस्किंग क्वेश्चन. अभी कोई एक आदमी, पुरुष, एक बच्ची को ऐसा करेगा तो चलेगा क्या? नहीं चलेगा. बिकॉज नाउ द प्रॉब्लम इज लॉ एंड ऑर्डर इज नॉट वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट, एंड वी हैव टू डिप्लॉय दैट एवरीवेयर, राइट फ्रॉम ट्रैफिक रूल्स. ओके, पकड़ के ठोको, सिर्फ ठोको. मैं तो इफ आई वुड हैव बीन अ पीएम, मैं, मेरा पीएम का पोजीशन गएगा चलेगा, लेकिन 5 साल अगर मैं पीएम हूं तो आई विल डिप्लॉय द लॉ एंड ऑर्डर इन अ स्ट्रिक्टेस्ट मैनर. अगर ट्रीजन होता है ठोक दो, अगर बॉर्डर में प्रॉब्लम है, डोंट डू द इंक्वायरी, ठोक दो उधर. नो एफआईआर, नथिंग. अभी ये थोड़ा हार्श लगेगा मीना जी, आप बोल रहे हैं, लेकिन आई विल टेक दिस एक्शन 100%. बहुत हो गया, एंड आई वांट टू सिक्योर माय कंट्री, दैट्स इट. आई डोंट अलाउ अदर कंट्रीज टू इंटरफेयर इन माय बिजनेस. आपके घर में आप अलाउ करते हैं? Will you allow Ganesh Bhokare to interfere in your house problem? No, you'll never. You'll say get lost, right? Country should also take. And we are, see, slowly we are becoming self-sustaining. Okay, so our dependency will go down. But since even though there is a dependency, other countries are also depending on us for pharmaceuticals, for food, so many things. We can also tighten their screws. Okay.
Yeah. See,
so
when we stopped giving rice to America, see, long queues of people, for rice.
Right. That is a recent news. And see,
Uh,
Madam Minaji, you can survive without weapons, you can survive without gas, you can survive without petrol, but you cannot survive more than a week without food.
yeah.
And that is a great asset for our country.
Mm,
Food, we are having huge amount of food, we are having huge amount of water, we are having very balanced nature, we are having all kinds of the seasons here. Okay,
mm,
we are having very balanced culture as well.
mm,
Okay,
mm.
so why should we worry about all these bunch of idiots? And
Absolutely.
हम लोगों का प्रॉब्लम क्या है, गोरो लोगों का सर्टिफिकेट लगता है. अगर
Mm,
गोरा एक गोरा बोलेगा ना तो
mm,
सब
mm,
पूरी दुनिया उधर दौड़ने जाए. जैसे राहुल गांधी जाता है अमेरिका में
mm,
जाके
mm,
कुछ ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट करके आता है. ओके, I would treat them under treason case.
yeah.
ट्रीजन करप्शन केस, लोगों को उठाओ उधर ही ठोक दो. चाइना में
Absolutely.
वही करते हैं. अगर कोई करप्ट आदमी मिलता है उसको गोली मार देते हैं और उसके बुलेट का पैसा भी है ना उसके फैमिली से ले लेते.
Mm.
एक बुलेट वेस्ट हो गई. चाइना का दे ट्रीट लाइक. अपने इधर
So,
तो मींस आधे तो टेररिस्ट भरे हुए.
mm. Freedom
पॉलिटिकल
Fighter is
पार्टी.
asking, yeah, Freedom Fighter is asking, can a live, satsang with only one diya each and start prayers for security of our Bharat, Pinachi?
Yes. And that power means I will again will give the spiritual touch. If you pray, okay, that brings a huge amount of power. So every day, see, even if I'm talking now today, I become a little bit harsh, okay, but
Mm, mm,
I don't leave my spiritual practice, which I do it day to
mm,
day in my life, okay,
mm,
along with my coding, software development, everything, whatever I'm doing. I spent my couple of hours
mm.
for my spiritual practices,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
there I don't pray for myself. मीना जी, मैं हर दिन बोलता हूँ कि आज का दिन मेरा लास्ट दिन हो.
Mm,
मैं ये पृथ्वी का बोझ कम कर
mm,
दो.
mm,
मैं खुद I don't want to live anymore now. I don't have interest. But uh, I pray for my country. I
mm,
pray for humanity.
mm,
These are my two prayers, and
mm.
that plays a vital role. And I saw it many times. These are happening. I don't want to tell this because
Yeah,
people will say this person is glorifying and all this. I'm not
yeah.
interested, but things are happening. So I request my all the audience, whatever is happening chaos in our country, don't leave your spiritual practice. Spend 1 hour for
Mm. That's it, Dr. Ganesh. Thank you so much for the interesting talk and always the fact that, see, you're aware of what's happening and you always add a spiritual touch to it. So
that.
we'll see you again next week.
Sure, but I will ask my audience as well. Please, whatever news you get, use your brain, your analytical capabilities. Don't believe it immediately. Okay, you verify it and try to understand the depth of that news as well. Don't go on a superficial meaning of that
Yeah,
news.
yeah.
Try to
See,
understand what is
yeah,
hidden
what Dr.
agendas as well.
Ganesh, yeah, what Dr. Ganesh said is so right because this news of the nude women is actually
Hmm.
2 months late. Okay, so
Yeah,
they
I know.
kept it. They kept it because they wanted to show it at a particular time,
Right, right.
and
It was.
they wanted to
I think it
create.
happened in May.
Yeah.
It happened
Yes.
in on 4th or
Yes.
7th May, and then it
Yes.
is
And they
exposed in
wanted
July.
to. Yes, they wanted to create a chaos, and that's the
Right,
reason. Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Thank you. Good night and Jai Hind.
Good night, Meenakshi. Thank you.